spirit in the air. So it is Mother's Day, and you know they're not going to pass up a chance for that. Mother's Day, as we all know, is a special day to recognize the women who have given us so much. And if they haven't given us anything else, they gave you the breath of life. We celebrate Mother's Day to honor the accomplishments, too, of women in our life. And it's also a time to cherish the relationship between a child and mother. But we need to get the background first. So who created the American tradition of Mother's Day? And how do other countries celebrate it? It seems like a regular calendar event, but Mother's Day only became a recognized and practiced tradition around the globe not too long ago. And no, it wasn't created by Hallmark just to send the very best. Mother's Day recognizes women for all they do. And surprisingly, it took some inspiring women to bring this holiday to the world. The origins of celebrating motherhood can be traced back to ancient Greece and Rome. Big surprise, right? Yeah. Just about everything can be traced back thousands of years to those great ancestors of ours. Festivals were held in honor of their mother goddesses, Rhea and Sybil. Much later, in the 16th century, Mothering Sunday was recognized during the fourth Sunday of Lent for parishes of the Church of England and the Roman Catholic Church. So this holiday was less about mothers and more about attending your mother church, meaning the local Christian church. But the history of Mother's Day, as we know it, came from humble origins in West Virginia, USA. During the Civil War, Anne Reeves Jarvis in her local parish helped start Mother's Day work clubs to raise awareness of the poor health conditions in her community. These clubs proved to be a unifying force for a region that was socially divided because of the Civil War. So after the war ended, Mrs. Jarvis organized Mother's Friendship Day to promote reconciliation between the Union and the Confederacy. In the late 19th century, the U.S. saw many different movements to organize a Mother's Day, including the efforts of Julia Ward Howe, an abolitionist and suffragist who wrote the Mother's Day Proclamation. This called for mothers to unite and promote world peace. The day we now recognize as Mother's Day came from the efforts of Mrs. Jarvis's daughter, Anna, in the 20th century. She saw how valiantly her mother expressed activism to give mothers the recognition they deserve. She made it her life mission to get Mother's Day onto the national calendar. In 1908, she sparked the first widely recognized celebration of the holiday while she held a public memorial for her mother in Grafton, West Virginia. Her campaign continued to gain popularity over the years. She teamed up with floral companies and department stores to spread the word. By 1912, Mother's Day had spread to Puerto Rico, Mexico, Canada, and 45 of the U.S. states. Finally, in 1914, Mother's Day celebration became an official holiday when President Woodrow Wilson proclaimed Mother's Day a national holiday to be celebrated every year on the second Sunday of May. Fortunately, today family members can preserve Jarvis's intended celebrations and shower Mom with well-deserved gifts and quality time. The best way to do this is by choosing a gift that reminds her of how much we appreciate all she has done for us. Flowers and candy are lovely, but what about a night off from cooking dinner and doing the dishes? What most mothers want is to run away. No, is a chance to spend quality time with their families and to have a break from their daily duties. Give her a gourmet meal she didn't have to plan, cook, or clean up after, and gather around the table for a meaningful visit. I know this all sounds so wonderful. And hopefully you had a mom like June Cleaver or Mrs. Cunningham, but unfortunately many did not. So even if all your memories of your mother are not the most positive we all wish for, just acknowledge her for the fact of giving you life. What you choose to do with your life when you are old enough to make your choices is up to you. Don't blame it on Mom. So, if you had a mommy dearest as opposed to the wonderful Morticia Adams or Lily Munster, first off, I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for you. But we are all able to go on to lead wonderful, fruitful lives and become the mother you always wanted. So hey folks, we're all human, souls first, but in human form, so no one's perfect. And don't forget about our animal children as well. We all know how closely bonded many of us here are with our four-legged children. So even if you never gave birth to a human, dog and cat moms are just as wonderful. It's all about love and nurturing and just plain doing your best. So on this special Sunday, I'd like to say the celebration in honor of your mother shouldn't just be one particular day. Take time, make time to show just how much you value all the positive things your mom contributed to making you the person you have become. There can never be enough positive blessings and displays of love to that special person that carried you within. All the sacrifice, all the pain and suffering, and then you became a teenager and just... So may God continue to bless all of our special ladies and moms for all of our days. So thank you for listening to that. That's our little Mother's Day talk. And I know everyone has their own wonderful or not so wonderful memories they'd like to share with their friends, maybe around lunch. And everyone is invited to come back for lunch. And like I said earlier, it is mini reading Sunday. So hopefully we can accommodate you. We do, like I said, have a limited amount of readings available, but hopefully we can please as many as possible. So